Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. We'll be talking everything that happened over the weekend. EPL, KPL, basically, yeah, not everything, but EPL, KPL. Some really good results. Changes in a lot, basically. Very disappointing yet exciting weekend. Yeah, I'll be talking about it. Welcome back, y'all. I'm back. It was an up and down weekend. I'll just start with the KPL. Yeah, Tusker lost to Marashuga. Big deal. Who cares? Posta Rangers drew to Bidco. Nairobi United beat Mathare United. Ulinzi Stars lost to Bandari. Kariobangi Sharks beat Muranga Seals. Shabana drew with Kenya Police, who are third in the league, by the way. No, Kenya Police are third in the league. APS Bomet beat Sofapaka. Wow. Kakamega Homeboys drew with KCB. And the game of the weekend, AFC Leopards lost to Gor Mahia. The Mashemeji Derby. As you all know, I'm a huge AFC Leopards fan. I love AFC Leopards. My late dad used to take us to every AFC Leopards game out there, and I will carry my sister on my shoulders and we will dance at Sukuti. The whole game, my dad used to love AFC Leopards, and I carry the same passion towards AFC Leopards. And we had a chance to go top of the league. Okay, Gor Mahia have a better goal difference. They have 26, we have 14. But we had a chance to tie on points last weekend. But we did not take the chance, basically. We lost to Gor Mahia 1-0 at Nyayo Stadium. I didn't manage to go, but it was a very disappointing game as an AFC Leopards fan. Listening to Gor Mahia fans celebrate everywhere. I mean, now they're 6 points ahead of us. And I don't know if we'll be able to catch up. We've lost 2 games in a row. Last weekend, we got beat 3-0 by Kenya Police, who are actually 7 points behind us. I don't think they'll ever catch up. But we had a chance to top the table. Not really top the table, but tie points with Gor Mahia. But we didn't take it. Now they are 6 points clear. I guess the season's not over yet. It's up and down. We'll just have to wait and see. The weekend fixtures, Sofapaka and Mathare United, Bidco Kariobangi Sharks, AFC Leopards, we are facing Ulinzi Stars, who are 14th in the table. How the mighty have fallen. So Ulinzi are 14th, we are second. We have to beat Ulinzi Stars. Like, they have been on a good run of form. Won 4, lost 1. They rarely draw, but we have to beat Ulinzi Stars. I mean, we can't lose 3 games in a row as AFC Leopards. Gor Mahia are facing Kakamega Homeboys, who are... Where are Kakamega Homeboys in there? Oh, they're 4th. Damn, shit. They've risen. Kakamega Homeboys are 4th. Been an iffy run of form. 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. I don't know. I want to say Gor Mahia will beat Kakamega Homeboys, but this feels like a draw. I don't know why, but this just feels like a draw. Yeah, this feels like a draw. So if we win and they draw, we go up to 58 points and they'll be at 62 points. So they'll only be 4 points ahead of us. And you can start believing again, but we have to win our matches fast. Basically. Yeah. So yeah, and obviously in the EPL yesterday night, my team, the biggest football club in the world, basically It is the biggest football club in England. Manchester United beat Brentford 2-1. And honestly speaking, I have no words for this game because I've been waxing lyrical. I've been telling everybody how class Kobbie Mainoo is. Kobbie Mainoo is okay, he isn't world class yet, but the performance he put in yesterday, bruh, he was running that midfield. Even though man of the match was given to Casemiro, Kobbie Mainoo was running that midfield. And as well, Senne Lammens too. I mean, props to him. The saves that he pulled off, De Gea-esque, brilliant. Senne Lammens was brilliant. And I was just reflecting on whatever happened during the summer. Amorim wanted Emi Martinez. Yeah, Amorim really wanted Emi Martinez. He wanted an experienced keeper. And Aston Villa were asking for 80 million, 100 million. But the sporting director was like, no. We see a kid in Belgium. We've scouted him for a while. We think he has the potential to be one of the best goalkeepers of all time. You'll just have to trust us on this. And in this part is where I argue a lot with people who blame Ten Hag for some of the signings he made. Ten Hag didn't have a strong sporting director, and nobody trusted Ten Hag's sporting directors. This is what happens when you have a good sporting director. The manager requests for a player, and you're like, we'll consider that, but we have a good scouting network that we also have to trust. Okay, you want Emi Martinez. He's too expensive. He doesn't fit our long-term vision. We can give you someone else, Senne Lammens, who is doing an amazing job. What a step up from Onana to Lammens. Like, when life gives you mangoes, when life gives you oranges, when life gives you berries, when life gives you whatever it gives you, it doesn't matter what life gives you. Whatever life gives you, you make Lammens with it. Because that guy, he isn't like the biggest keeper. He's not like Donnarumma or David Raya. His stature is, he's of little stature, but he claims crosses. He's physical. The way he manipulates time, like, I feel comfortable with Lammens in goal. He's good with his feet. He can make saves. Wow. I mean, from Onana to Lammens, who cost us like 14 million or whatever, how much million we paid for him. Like, props to the scouting network, man. Props to the scouting network. Whatever they did, like, props to the scouting network, basically. Yeah, so that was yesterday. We had other matches over the weekend. Burnley, no. This weekend, yeah. Nottingham Forest absolutely obliterated. Mark my words, absolutely obliterated Sunderland. I did not see this result coming, but damn, Nottingham Forest, shit. Nottingham Forest whooped Sunderland, and I remember watching the second half of this game, which was a very boring second half because I saw, was it 4-0 first half? And I was like, wow, this must be a very interesting game. Nottingham Forest are going for the throat on this one. Gibbs White putting on an amazing performance, putting his name in contention for the World Cup. I don't know if he'll be on that plane. Then another person, we had Kobbie Mainoo yesterday, almost had goal of the season, but then got cluttered by the keeper, offered to give Ahmad an assist. And I can relate to Ahmad. I mean, I'm a footballer myself, amateur level, but I am a footballer myself. There are periods, and my team captain and everyone else can attest to this. There are periods when you go through a dry spell, especially as an attacker. Ahmad is on one of the worst dry spells you could ever imagine. He puts himself in good positions. Don't get me wrong, he gets the chances, but then when you're not on when you're not on form, when luck is not on your side, hits the post, unlucky. Like yesterday, that would have been assist of the season. Like Kobe Mainu was Messi-esque. The way he took the ball, dribbled past half the team. Oh, Kobe Mainu. If he will not be in that plane to go for the World Cup, I don't know. As you all know, Kobe Mainu is my favorite Manchester United player at this moment. Not of all time. My favorite Man United player of all time, hands down, Wayne Rooney. But right now, in this squad, Kobe Mainu. And that is the main reason why I was Amorim out. Okay, including the fact that he played a back three. But Amorim, a penny for Amorim's thoughts, man. Like, you have a borderline world-class player on your bench and you're not playing him. That's on you, bro. That's on you. So yeah, Nottingham Forest, Morgan Gibbs-White, another English player, putting his name in contention. Yeah, Fulham beat Aston Villa. This result went massively in United's favour because we were tied on points with Aston Villa. But now, since we won our game and they lost, we're 3 points ahead of them. Actually, they're tied points with Liverpool. Aston Villa 55, if I'm not wrong. I'll just check the table after I'm done with my analyses. West Ham 2, Everton 1. I did not see this result coming. Everton has been on good form. But their away record is shocking, honestly speaking. So I don't, because the way they equalized almost at the end of the game, then West Ham pulling up a win, like Tottenham fans must have been yelling at Everton at that time because Tottenham was out of the relegation zone for a couple of minutes, I guess. So props, Bowen. Another English player putting his name in contention for the World Cup. Okay, my bias for English players. I'm a Three Lions fan. I love England, honestly, because most of my favorite players of all time played in the EPL. And when I was introduced to football by my father and my uncles, I was introduced to the EPL first, then the rest of football. Actually, my friends are the people who introduced me to La Liga and all the other leagues. But then, all my life, I've always known EPL first, then the other leagues. So maybe that's why I'm biased with English players. Yeah, another game in the not really a relegation battle because Wolves are gone already. So maybe for Tottenham, they scraped a win against Wolves 1-0. Not the best of performances, but I feel like De Zerbi at that point was like, results first, performances next season. Let me try and keep this team up first, then we'll think about the performances next season. And still on Tottenham, Man United and Liverpool, two teams that are sniffing around Mickey van der Ven, but Mickey van der Ven is a Liverpool fan, so I don't think he'll come play for Man United. I don't want him playing for Man United anyway. He's all gas, no brakes. Yeah, Ramin, Jacob Fatu settings. He's just a fast player. I don't think he's the best defenders out there. I just think he has pace and power. Other than that, I don't rank him very, very highly as a defender. I will take Senesi over him. I will take some very good defenders in the Premier League this season, actually, because most of the teams in the Premier League, you look at teams that are getting results in the Premier League this season, rely on a very stable defense. So many defenders, it will be a defenders market this season. Defenders and midfielders market this transfer window. So yeah, Mickey van der Ven, Liverpool and Man United sniffing around. I personally think he'll go to Liverpool because he's a Liverpool fan. Van Dijk is over there, a chance to play with Van Dijk. Yeah, I feel like, the whole Holland relationship with Van Dijk, I feel like he'll go to Liverpool. So Man United should just stop wasting their time on Mickey van der Ven and let's go get a young defender like Aiden Heaven. Actually, thank you Arsenal for Aiden Heaven. We bought him for 1 million. 1 million. Look at how class he is. Like yesterday's challenge on Hugo Thiago. He knew I'm not beating this guy physically right now, and Hugo Thiago was waiting on the slightest of touches for him to go down and concede the penalty. So he keeps his eye on the ball and just nicks it at the right time. Intelligent player. At his age, he has the potential to be, I don't know. Like, I feel like with Maguire, Delete, and Martinez getting injuries, like their injury records are really high. I feel like we'll need to get one more defender. Academy, like shop in the pool of Aiden Heaven. Promising, hungry, coming into the team to prove themselves. I don't think we should get an experienced defender because it happened this season, point where we didn't have Martinez, Maguire, and Delete all three at the same time, and also Lenioro out at the same time. All our 4 defenders have injury risks, so we should get one defender in who can, because Mazraoui is a defender. We can use Mazraoui there, but not really. He can do a job, but yeah, he can do a job. So, and he doesn't have the worst injury record as well, Mazraoui. So I think we should add in one defender in the pool of an Eden Heaven-ish type defender. Hungry, ready to prove himself, young, willing to learn. I feel like that's what we should do. Liverpool beating Crystal Palace 3-1. I mean, Salah and Van Dijk were the stars of this show. No. Actually, it wasn't this game. Isaac back with a goal. Andrew Robertson, Florian Wirtz capping it off. Liverpool have had an iffy season because I feel like this is what happened with Liverpool, right? Last year, they won the league under Arne Slot using Klopp's tactics. And I feel like the management was like, we're giving you a chance. You can come in. We feel like the squad is perfect the way it is. Maybe one addition or 2, but we feel like the squad is perfect the way it is. It is ready to go. So we are trusting you. Use this squad to get us the Premier League that Klopp didn't get us in his final year. Then after that, we will give you your own transfer window. You'll be able to offload the players that you want, and we'll bring you players that you want. And Slot was like, I bet. So he used Klopp's players, Klopp's tactics to win the league. Then he was given the mantle to do what he wanted to do. And the players still having, not really clearing the whole squad because they lost Diaz, the defender whose name starts with a Q. What was his name? I don't remember his name. And a massive loss to Diego Jota, a player I really respected actually. Diego Jota, not a player who just wanted to play football. And a player like that, losing him in the way they lost him, nobody plans for that. And RIP Diego Jota, you always have my respect. I love Portugal as well. Ronaldo. I think you get the connection. So the players they bought were Florian Wirtz, Isaac, Eketike, who else? Kakes. And during the transfer window, we were like, wow, Liverpool are the team who won the transfer window. But then the league didn't go as they expected because I'm not used to Liverpool buying players for 100 million. Honestly speaking, in all my years, Liverpool always buy the rough diamonds, the Szoboszlais of this world, Eketike, who else? Andrew Robertson. The players who, the rough diamonds. who will come in, and the rock stars, they don't buy, for lack of a better word, they don't buy jazz players. Those are more Man City's type of players, Man United type players, Chelsea type players. Okay, no, maybe not Chelsea, because Chelsea don't have a scouting system. Their scouting system is on social media. I think their biggest scout is Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano will link a player to either one of the big six teams, and Chelsea will go for them as well. Be like, Man United want no, Arsenal want Modric. Me too. That's Chelsea. Yeah, because Todd Bowley admitted it. He went for Cucurella because Man City wanted him. So they don't have a scouting network. Let's just be honest with ourselves. And they've always been like that. Mourinho has history of doing the same thing. So yeah, so the jazzy type of the class players, the players with elegance, the Kevin De Bruyne's of this world, the Paul Pogba's, Bruno Fernandes, all these jazzy players, Man United, Man City, Arsenal type players. Okay, Arsenal is more of the second chance team. You know, you flopped at Man United, you flopped at Chelsea, you flopped at Liverpool. Come to Arsenal, we'll give you a hug and we'll tell you you're the best player in the world. Yay! So Liverpool went for those types of players. And last summer, they went for the jazzy players, the Florian Wirtz, Isaac. Okay, Kakes. Ekitike was a Liverpool signing. Like, if Liverpool was more of a Liverpool signing than Isaac was. So they changed their strategy in how they sign players. And it went terribly this season. Isaac with loads of injuries. Florian Wirtz didn't really hit the ground running as everyone thought he would. Mo Salah falling off a mountain, let alone a cliff. Oh my word. So fun as a Man United fan. But as a general football fan, you all know my opinion on Mo Salah. He was denied a Ballon d'Or when Liverpool won the Champions League. I feel like if Mo Salah was South American, Italian, or any other European country player, he will get all the recognition and praise that he deserves. He will be living this season, living on a low. He's still a legend in my eyes. I hate him. He has a record against Man United, but I respect him as a top player. Don't get me wrong. As Liverpool, as a Man United fan, I hate Mo Salah. He's given me some of the worst nights of my life. But I can admit that he is a world-class player. This season, he fell off. Not even a mountain. He fell from outer space. Like, the fall off is massive, and nobody was expecting that. Yeah, so we don't know what will happen in the summer with Liverpool. I'm hearing there will be a massive clear out. They don't want to sack Slot. Even though there were talks yesterday that Slot might be sacked, Liverpool has never been a sacking manager club. That's more of a Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal thing. But Liverpool believe in the manager till we can't believe in you anymore. And it's been an up and down season for Liverpool fans, because it's like we want to sack him, but we don't want to sack him as well because it's not in our culture. And I respect that with Liverpool. So yeah, they beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Arsenal. I've always wanted Arsenal to win the league, personally, because, and I really feel for Man United fans who want City to win the league, because if you're a Man United fan, man, do your research. After Liverpool, Man City are our city rivals. There's no day Arsenal will want Tottenham to win the league. There's no day Chelsea will want Arsenal to win the league. There's no day Liverpool will want Everton to win the league. You are our city rivals. If Man City win the league, then Manchester will be blue. And we don't want Manchester to be blue. Manchester is always red. I don't like both teams. I'm picking one of a lesser evil. I'd rather Arsenal win the league. But the way they are playing, man, they had a chance to obliterate Newcastle. They're lacking some of their best players. They're in a terrible run of form. Beating them 1-0, I know how it feels to lose a title on goal difference. That Aguero moment still hurts me. Hurts me deeply, massively, every time I think about it. Because they won the title on goal difference. Arsenal, you don't know how bad it feels to lose a title on goal difference. And the way you all are moving, Arteta, you need to stop with the Mourinho tactics and go look at Pep's book. Because you even look at how Man United are taking their corners. They are not swarming the keeper. Man United, Liverpool, Man City, we have intelligent ways of taking the league. But right now, it's massively hopeless because by the time Man City play their next game, y'all can be top of the league with 6 points. But what happens if Man City win both of their games 5-0 or 3-0? Because they have, look at Chucky, Haaland, Doku, what was the guy they bought from Bournemouth this season? Semenyo. All these people are clinical. They can win you games. Even Rodri, everyone in Manchester United's team. Look at O'Reilly rising at the right time. And I don't know how Pep does this every year, because it just gets to January and they're like, it's like their eyes turn red and we're like, full speed ahead. I don't know how Pep does this every season, because when every other team is struggling, Man City pick up momentum. And that needs to be studied, honestly. Not in a bad way, but that really needs to be studied. But Arsenal, y'all are not doing yourselves any favors. Anyway, I'm out. We'll see y'all on the next one.